everybody, happy Homebrew Wednesday. It's Brad here at Wild Boys Brewery. Got a brew day going on. Alright, here it is running. Got a nice vortex going in the middle. Now it's settled down. Just want to show you a quick shot of that. Got it turned about halfway open, a little more maybe. And we're rocking and rolling. Looking good. Played around with the speed and got it where it's balanced out pretty good. Not making a whole lot of racket, a little bit. But this has got my 1217 yeast in it. I'm going to let this run overnight. Here's the box. 5-liter starter beaker with 2 liters in it. Works good. I'm happy with it. So I'm going to let this thing go overnight and have it ready to go for my New Zealand IPA tomorrow. So I'm pretty happy with it. Works good. Thanks for all the nice comments everybody's gave about it. And you guys want to do your cigar box build, just hit eBay and get you a cigar box or some other place local if you can find it. So that's it for tonight. I'm signing out. Going to be going to bed here in a bit. And next little bit of footage you see is going to be my brew day for my New Zealand IPA. What we're doing right now is I'm mashing in on my New Zealand hopped IPA. So we'll spin around here and let you check out the dough in. And we're shooting for 152. Looks like we're at about 153 there. So you kind of just have to take an average. So it looks like we're pretty much about 152, 152 and a half, somewhere around in there if you just average it out. So 153 in the middle, 151 something over there, 152 over here. So we'll just call it 152. And that's going to be my dough in temperature, basically 152, 152 and a half. So let me shut the lid on this thing. And this is my standard IPA grain bill. 12 pounds of Canada malting Canadian 2-row pale malt, 1 pound of Karistan, which is it's Karistan 30, but it's the number on it actually is 34, 35, so it's like Crystal 34, 35, and then 8 ounces of Carapils for head retention, and then all New Zealand hops. So I'll be back when I get done doing my mash, and then we'll Vorloft, and then we will start doing first wort hopping, and then we will do our hop drops. So we'll be back when I'm doing that. Alright, we're doing our Vorloft, and I've ran an extra pitcher just to get it super clear. And then we are going to do this about halfway through the 5th pitcher here, and it's 2 quarts, so that would be 10 quarts I ran through the Vorloft. Then I'm going to start collecting my wort in this, and I'll do first wort hopping with Pacific Jade. Okay, here's the 15-minute drop with my yeast nutrient, ½ ounce of Nelson Sauvin. And I gotta say, it's the first time I've used Nelson, and I am very happy with the way it smells. I think that's going to make a really nice tasty beer. Good hop. Give this baby a little stir action here. And we're down to the last 15 minutes of the boil. Got a 5-minute drop. And then that's it. And I'm not going to do any whirlpooling or hop standing on this one. I'm just going to hit it hard with 6 ounces of dry hops for a week. And then we're going to go from there. Okay, and the last drop is ½ ounce of Nelson, ½ ounce of Maraika, 1.5 ounces of Kuhatu, and 1 ounce of Pacific Jade. Voila! And I do have to say, this is one tasty smelling beer. Okay, we got them good and incorporated. And we'll let that go for the last few minutes, then we will start our chill down. Okay, looks like we hit about 1065 on this thing, which is right where I usually get. And that's a wrap. That's the color. Tastes good. Alright, it's the next morning, so let's check this baby out. Got a nice little chug-a-lug going on here, so yes, the yeast starter and the new addition of oxygen kicked it off nice. Gases smell good. It's got a real nice kind of fruity smell to it. And then this is something that I got. You can get these little oxygen tanks at Home Depot or Lowe's, about $10. And then you can get the regulator there on the top and some hoses. There's an inline air filter on it. And then I don't know if I can even reach the damn thing. I've got my stainless steel stones in that little container full of Star Sand. And that was about $65 from a local homebrew store. I picked that up. Let me see if I can get in here and get it. Maybe. There we go. Yeah, there's the stone. And I boiled it and the nipple and then the plug for 15 minutes in water, and then put it in Star Sand to sanitize it. And that's pretty much it. Hit all my numbers on my New Zealand IPA, so I'm pretty happy about that. And that's pretty much it. I'll list the link to the Brew Toad recipe if you guys want to check it out. Okay, got the pine fruit DIPA going into the keg, and then you can see that. And then I've got the gravity sample here. We'll see how much this baby dropped. And it looks like it dropped down from 1020 to 1012. Yep, about 1012. So it did drop down quite a bit more than what I thought it was going to. I was expecting it to kind of stop about 1015. Yeah, it'll just be a little drier than I thought it was going to be, but it ain't the end of the world. I can live with it. Yep, 1012. Alright, what I got going on now is I'm getting ready to put my Heady Topper clone on the dry hop, and I'm doing this one differently than I did the pine fruit DIPA. I put all 6 ounces on that at one time and just let it sit for I think about 9 or 10 days. I'll have to go back and look. And what I'm going to do on this one, the recipe called for, is I'm going to do a double dry hop. Where I'm going to do 6 ounces on this one too, but I'm going to do 3 first, and I'm going to rack it to secondary and put it on 3 ounces, and I'm going to let it sit for probably about 4 days. And then I'm going to put the other 3 ounces in and let it sit for another 4 days, and then I'll keg it. So it'll be on the dry hop for about 8 days, 7, 8, 9 days, somewhere around in there. It's somewhere between 7 and 10 days total probably, but it's not going to be every 2 weeks. And basically right here is is the dry hops. This is 3 ounces that I'm going to be putting in a carboy and then racking on top of. And it is a little bit of the pine fruit, which the actual recipe called for Apollo, and the pine fruit's parent, one of its parents is Apollo, so I'm using it because I've got like a pound of it. It's one I bought, so I'm going to use it. Simcoe, Citra, Amarillo, Centennial, and the pine fruit is what's going to be in the dry hop. And so spin this around here, and then we will. And I've actually already cleaned and sanitized my spigot. That's clean and sanitized, and then we will just plunk these babies in. see they're down there. Okay, I've got the hose hooked up, got it straightened out, run all the way to the bottom, and let's turn this baby on. So there we go. It's actually surprisingly running fairly clear. Seen a few chunks come out, but that's to be expected. It's going to pick it up around the spigot right there. And to compare this to the pine fruit, right now actually, surprisingly, I like the pine fruit aroma better. But this one still smells really good. And it does smell kind of like Heady topper. To be honest with you, it's been a while since I've had it, so it's hard to say how much it actually does smell like it, because hell, it's been a couple months since I've had Heady topper. But I like the pine fruit one actually a little bit better because it's got more tropical fruit on it. But it had been dry hopped, and this one has not, so I'm going to withhold judgment on saying which one I like better until I got them both kegged up and drinking them beside each other. But I'm pretty happy. This is what the sample looks like coming out of the secondary, and it's still sitting on about 1020. It hadn't dropped since I checked it last. When I transferred the pine fruit to secondary, it was at 1020 and it dropped down to 1012. This one is at 1020, the same as the pine fruit was, and we'll see if it drops down comparable. It should. Maybe this one will only drop down to about 1015. It's kind of what I was expecting the other one to, but it got down a little lower. But we'll see. So that's pretty much it on the update for the transfer here. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys next week. Happy Homebrew Wednesday. Cheers.